What's up everyone, Shank right here. Today, like every day, we're going to look at the Bitcoin price and see where it's heading. As well, we're going to look at my VRA trade that we made just under 200 bucks shorting yesterday and show you what, I was going through and how you can profit in the market, whether it's going up or down, because as long as the market's moving and there's volatility, you can make money. So without further ado, let's dive right into the chart. This VRA trade I actually took a short on. So initially I took a small long position on this breakout candle. So you can see here this breakout candle. So I zoomed into the 5 and 15 minute and caught it as it was retesting on the 5 and 15 minute. However, I wasn't too convinced that it was going to be a breakout, but I still took that long position, small. And because we have this divergence here, so we have this divergence here of the RSI, and so what I was anticipating was actually a short. So once I saw that we were breaking down, I actually closed my long and a loss of $2, and then I opened up a short. So I opened up a short once we closed down here, and what I actually did is I saw this trend line here. So you see this trend line. I saw this trend line here, and I actually closed the position, half of my position here, and put my stop loss at break even. Now, it also says I entered a second position. So I actually entered a second position after this closed, and it showed that we were breaking down. Entered a second position and put my stop loss, at the top of the pattern. So that was a short that I took, simply using divergence. And the thing is with this type of trade is most people who are new into the market, they're breakout traders. They start with breakout trading, and that's how I started. I was very unsuccessful at breakout trading. But what a lot of people, especially when they're coming in, they are anticipating it to hold and then higher highs, right? So seeing that divergence, I knew a lot of people will probably get their money taken on this, so that's why I didn't scale in heavy. I just took a loss of $2, and then we profited on the downside of $190. So really it was $187, including fees. So that was my VRA trade. So just simply using divergence, understanding how breakout traders trade, knowing that they'd probably be trapped and they wouldn't have seen the divergence, because normally if you're new and you're trading breakout, you're not looking at divergence at all. Because when I was new, man, I would just do 20x leverage on the retest and go to sleep. So definitely know there's people who took this long, and I remember the feeling when I thought I got the retest on the breakout and then a breakdown. I remember this feeling the next day when I'd be liquidated. So yeah, simply using divergence gives you a little bit of an edge to show where the market was heading. So that was that trade, guys. Yeah, so that's that trade. So let's get a look at our boy Bitcoin over here. So actually, let me pull up a cleaner chart, because I've been just drawing lines and lines on it like it's nobody's business. So as our video yesterday, we showed the bottom signals of Bitcoin. We showed a lot of bottom signals, but what I wanted to show today is just the current market structure of Bitcoin on a tighter time frame, to kind of show you where we're at. So if we go into the 1 hour time frame, currently, we do have essentially this trend line that has been broken on the 1 hour. So targets for that would be down here at 17,000. We do have a daily support zone here at 19, which is the previous all-time high. So I'll just put that in purple. I'll just put that in purple for you guys, just so you can see previous all-time high there. We gotta give it some homage, give it a different color. So we have the previous all-time high from 2017 here. though we were making higher highs and higher lows, so we have a on the 1 hour, right? We've broken this structure right here. So we've broken this, structure. Now looks like this is a double bottom. So for me to say we're on a downtrend on the 1 hour, I would need for us to have a lower high. So would need for us to have a lower high for us to say, okay, we're back in a downtrend. Now, you could have taken this trade here on the break of the structure on Bitcoin on the 1 hour. Definitely something you could have done. But entering a short now, you could definitely do, but just be cognizant of the fact that we have not necessarily made a lower high. We've made a double bottom. And there is bullish divergence on this double bottom. So you have this bullish divergence here. All right, so we do have the bullish divergence on this double bottom, as well as if we zoom out on the daily, let's see where our daily support is, if we have any supports here. Oh, no, we do not have any. We have a daily support here, so let's just line these. Let me put it back in. So we have a support zone here. If we look over here, that support zone very close to the double bottom that was being made. So be cognizant of the fact that if you enter short here, the risk is that you're shorting off of a double bottom with a bullish divergence on a daily support, or close to a daily support zone. So not saying that it will not reach the mark down here around 17,000. It's just that you may be getting in at a time that may not be the best. Now again, after this video is released, the price could definitely roll over and then we make a new low. Definitely something that is more than possible. But for me, I would not enter this trade at the moment. So Bitcoin, what we have to do, Bitcoin doesn't really have to do anything. We just have to interpret it in a way so that we can take profits and, be profitable traders and be on the right side of the trade, right? So S&P 500. So let's look at the S&P right now. We're above this trend line at the moment. So this could have well been a bear trap in this trend line, breaking this trend line. But we are against a daily resistance zone with a bearish divergence. So we have this bearish divergence here. This bearish divergence here. All right, so we have that divergence. So just keep in mind, and as this price goes higher, say we go up to touch here or even up to here, right? Once we get up to that point, high probability that we will have a bearish divergence, right? High probability that we could have a bearish divergence. So just keep that in mind, that is a probability. And if we look down here on the daily time frames, let's see if they're, yep, exactly. Sometimes I don't even need to look. I already know. I already know. We have a daily resistance here. All right, so we have a daily resistance here. And we could get another leg lower. We could definitely head all the way up here just to go another leg lower. Because on the 1 hour, it would show divergence, bearish divergence from this point up here to this daily resistance zone. We do have to pass this zone that's already showing a divergence, but it's not as strong. This is just a 1 hour divergence compared to this daily divergence, 1 hour resistance zone versus this daily resistance zone. So that one's more important. And if we are having a divergence at that zone, there's a good chance that we may actually, reverse and head further down. So just to remember, guys, we are still in a downtrend. Currently still in a downtrend. What is the 200-day moving average saying? Let's look. Let's see what our boy is saying, man. 200-day. So we are quite a ways from the 200-day. Quite a ways from it. So now the 200-day, let me just bolden it up for you a bit. Boom. 200-day, we're underneath it. Still can anticipate a test, but essentially I am still anticipating lower lows off of the 200-day. So I'm still anticipating lower lows, lower highs from the S&P if we retest the 200-day moving average. Things for me are looking bearish. Again, we could definitely, if we look at a bull case here, we got like a channel here. We got a little channel here. It's looking kind of rough. It's looking kind of rough for me. How about you, man? So let's say we have this channel here, right? We have this channel. So we have a touch point here, 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 here. Right at the daily. Look at that confluence right at the daily resistance zone. And we'll have a bearish divergence. So once we could definitely come all the way up here, but there could be a high probability once we get up here we'll reverse and at least get to the bottom of this channel again. So the reason why, again, we look at the S&P because it does give us direction. This is where Bitcoin's going, and it has been for the last 12 months. So that's why we talk about it. So keep that in mind. All right. So if we look at ETH over here, actually, we'll look at ETH. Took a short on ETH. We'll see how it's going. So took a short on ETH. Just saw this divergence here, bearish divergence. Actually got stopped out here. I was thinking this was a rounded top. Got stopped out here and just entered another short up here near this resistance zone over here, so you can see. So yeah, so just entered a short. We're in profit. This was a bit riskier short, to be honest. Not as many. This was a bit riskier, to be honest. I normally like to enter on clear resistance and clear support, but this one was not as clear. However, I did see where the momentum ETH was going, the volume. So at the time it was a good trade, but looking at it right now, it looks like a mess. So it's all good though. It's all good. So let's look at the total 3. Which one's which? I think this one's. So this is the total 3. So total 3 is the altcoin market cap, guys. So honestly, we're not looking that good in any way for any type of bull run, guys. We're not looking like we're in any type of, we're gonna have a bull run tomorrow or anything like that. We're making lower highs in every way. In every way, we're at previous highs of every. So we're at previous highs. So we're getting that bounce, which is anticipated. We would anticipate a bounce off of previous highs of 4 years ago, right? So what could definitely happen? What could definitely happen is head up here into the resistance zone and another leg lower. Definitely a possibility. Wouldn't rule it out. So definitely can happen. So we're in a downtrend. We're in a downtrend. That's just as simple as that. Or we could just consolidate here. Definitely a possibility. but I do not see us breaking up into a bull market, guys. We just got to be realistic with ourselves where we are in the market. You know, I'm the biggest bull when it comes to cryptocurrency, and I'm currently not like heavy in alts. Like, I'm barely in alts right now. Just been trading most of the time. There will be a time again to load up on alts and hold them for the long term, but as for now, I do not see that happening. Again, maybe I'm wrong and we miss a bit of the move. That's okay. It's better to be safe than to you know, be wrong and then your alts drop another 50%. You know, I've been through that and I understand. You know, missing the move is not that big of a deal, because if you're nervous about missing the move to the upside, you'll probably actually catch the move to the downside by holding it. So just, you know, in these times, I know a lot of people are down. Work on your psychology, forgive yourself. There's another day, always an opportunity. And just know, if you didn't catch your 10, 20, 100x in this bull market, there will always be more times for you to do that. And the reason why you did it isn't because you're not good enough. It's just you need to study a little bit more, know a little bit more about the market. And the perfect time to do that is in the bear market, when there's no noise. So you can build that mental strength and good character. So when the bull market comes, you're not running around listening to 50 people. And trust me, we've all been there. And you know, it's like you can't get sleep, and every 5 minutes some new Twitter guy, Daniel Siesta, the wizard, this guy, that guy, is calling all these gems. But truth is, most people, the 100x's are no one knows when they'll get 100x. But if you do proper risk management, you know, you'll make it out of this bull market, the next bull market, alive and unscathed and with profit. So with that being said, thank you for watching. Hit the like, comment, share, subscribe, and tune in next time for some more altcoin, Bitcoin updates and trades that I've been taking. We'll update you on the Ethereum trade and other trades later in the week once I close them out. All right, enjoy your day. Thank you.